Friends, now we'll understand real numbers and we'll solve this think and discuss. Are all integers also in real numbers? If so, why? Is asking. So, all integers are in real numbers means all integers are subset of real number set. Asking if so, why is asking. Okay, first to understand this, let us clearly understand what are the real numbers. What are real numbers, we'll understand. Okay, now real numbers are a very important one. So this is the first chapter, real numbers. So real numbers contains natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational and irrational both. Okay, this union, this all this rational number union rational numbers, or if I call rational numbers, okay, and irrational number plus irrational number is equal to real numbers. Okay, so generally this rational numbers is denoted by q, and this irrational number is denoted by q star. So q union q star is equal to r, that is the real numbers, right? Now let us one more time understand. First, what is natural numbers? So natural numbers means natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. These are natural numbers. Beginning with 1 and there is no end. Infinite number of natural numbers are there. The difference between every natural number is 1. We know that all. Okay, natural numbers. Next is what? Whole numbers. What is whole numbers? Whole numbers, if I represent with w, okay, so here I am representing natural numbers n with the whole number w, because every textbook has its own representation. Generally they follow n, w, I for integers, rational numbers q, like that. Okay, so now this n is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 so on is natural numbers. So natural number starts with 1, whole number starts with 0. So 0 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 so on. Okay, whole numbers. So whole numbers is contains one extra 0. So, okay, so the concept of 0, all these things you have already learned. Okay, now what about the next one, integers? So integers, if I represent with I, integers, it is negative numbers 0 and positive. Negative numbers 0 is 1 2 3 4 so on, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. Okay, the I is the integers are contains 0, right side is 1 2 3 4 so on, and here left side minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 so on up to infinity. So 0 positive numbers and negative numbers. So 0 is considered as neither negative nor positive. Okay, so all positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0 is integers. Next comes the rational numbers. So this is very important. Rational numbers means if I represent with rational with q, any number that can be written as p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and p and q are integers. Q is not equal to 0, pq belongs to integer set. Integers in the sense, again, see here you remember that all natural numbers are in whole numbers, means natural number is subset of whole number. Again whole number is in, all whole numbers are in integers, because see these all these are there, natural number is there, whole number is there, and negative one. So natural number is subset of whole number is subset of integers. Okay, so therefore what is rational number? Rational number is any number which can be written as p by q, that we will write as p by q, where q is not equal to 0, pq are integers. So pq can be from any, means from natural number or whole number or from I, but q should not be equal to 0. Then all such numbers is rational numbers. Simply speaking, rational numbers are nothing but rational numbers are nothing but all fractions. Rational numbers are nothing but all fractions type. See, every number can be written as fraction. Any number you take, you can write. We can write as fraction. For example, if I take 5, I can write was 5 is integer, but I can write it as a fraction number. How? 10 by 2 I can write, 15 by 3 I can write, 5 by 1 I can write. So like this, all can be written as like this, right? So now, so therefore q is rational numbers, and the next one is irrational numbers that we are generally will represent with q star. Okay, irrational numbers means which we cannot write as p by q form, or which we cannot write as p by q form. So that means we cannot write in the form of fraction form. Such all numbers are irrational numbers. For example, root 2 is there. The best example we can take as root 2. For example, if I take here in this problem, it is explained here. We can say, see, this is the root 2. So root 2, root 3, root 5, all these things are, root is 1.4142. These are, we can say, non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. We can say root 2. The value of root 2 is nothing. Like pi 3.1415. These all are non-repeating, non-ending, non-repeating, non-terminating decimals. We can call this one. So such all cannot be written as p by q. So the root 2, you cannot write this as in the form of p by q for any numbers p and q you choose from integers. Root 5 also same thing. Okay. So like this, remaining all we can write. Such all numbers are called irrational numbers. Okay. So rational numbers plus irrational numbers, total equal to real numbers, right? Okay. Now we can still understand more about this irrational number also. So you can say that which is a rational number, which is not a rational number. If you can say for example, if I say for example, so root 25, is it a rational or irrational? Like this, root 25 is what? 5, plus or minus 5. So 5 can be written as what? 5 can be, as I told you, 5 can be written as 10 by 2. I can write 5 as 10 by 2. Okay, 15 by 3. Even minus 5 also I can write as minus 5. I can write minus 10 by 2, minus 15 by 3, like this. Minus 15 by 3 is minus 5. So all these things we can write. But whereas root 2 I cannot write. The reason is, why the root 2 we cannot write is, root 2 is, this root 2 value is like this. Root 2 value is given as here 1.41421, so on. It is non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Even if it is terminating, repeating decimal, means that a terminating and repeating decimal can be written as a fraction. Okay, that you already know. For example, if I say, for example, 1.3333, like this is there. This can be written as a fraction. You know how to write this already, you learned. So therefore, because it is repeating and non-terminating, so repeating non-terminate can be written as a fraction, but non-repeating, non-terminate decimals cannot be written. Such are all called irrational numbers. Okay. Now in our total system, in our total number systems, in the real numbers means it is natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational plus irrational. Okay. Now you see, this rational number is not a subset of irrational numbers, because so irrational numbers, the rational numbers the irrational number does not contain rational numbers. Rational number is not a subset of irrational number. So if I call this as q and this as q star, so q union q star is equal to real numbers, or you can say q plus q star, all these numbers is equal to real numbers. Okay, understood? Now coming to the question. So what is the question? Now our question is what is, are all integers in real numbers? Means very simple, because we know that what are the integers? Natural number is subset of whole number, that is subset of integer. Integer is subset of rational numbers. Okay, right? So rational number plus irrational number is equal to real number. Now these all integers will be definitely in real numbers. Okay, all integers will be in the real numbers. Okay, hope you understood. We'll stop here, or we can say this still understand. Any number if I take from here, any number if I take here, any integer if I take here, say for example 3 belongs to real numbers. This all, this is a 3 belongs to real number. Okay, -5 is an integer, negative integer, belongs to real numbers. 1 integer belongs to real numbers. 5, all this belongs to real numbers. Hope you understood. We'll stop here.